Now all the issues and concerns that I heard about MK, I raised internally. Even against all odds, there is an opportunity to raise an issue about wrongdoing, I would speak and clearly speak against the untouchables there. People who take drugs and tweet at night and insult us. And we'll confront them and say, what is this about?
Tensions within the Umkhonto Sizwe Party are reaching boiling point, with allegations surfacing that Duduzile Zuma Sampudla, the daughter of the party leader Jacob Zuma, may have played a key role in the demotion of Floyd Shivambu as Secretary General, despite no formal wrongdoing being established against him. According to a senior Umkhonto Sizwe Party leader in KwaZulu-Natal, long considered close to Shivambu, Zuma Sampudla's influence over her father is at the heart of the party's internal divisions. The leader claimed the apology Zuma Sampudla issued to the party earlier this year was under duress and did not reflect genuine remorse. The insider told the IOL News that there is no love lost between Duduzile and Floyd. Even when she apologized, it was to Zuma and the party, not to Floyd. That tells you everything. The rift stems from a fiery online spat earlier this year in which Zuma Sampudla launched a scathing attack on Shivambu, calling him the worst thing to happen to the Umkhonto Sizwe Party, adding profanities and labeling him uMafikizolo, a newcomer. She later apologized only after facing threats of expulsion. Despite her public backtracking, sources allege she remained unhappy with Shivambu's role in the party and said she is one of those who never accepted his leadership style. When you are forced to apologize or face jail time, it's not sincere. The same source maintained that Shivambu's removal lacked factual grounds and said President Zuma wanted to go to parliament. When he saw Shivambu's name missing from the list, he asked, why is this boy not there? In recent days, Shivambu has accused party insiders of orchestrating a smear campaign against him, allegedly using a fabricated WhatsApp message to frame him as conspiring, along with unnamed leaders and external funders from Stellenbosch to dethrone Zuma. Speaking at media briefing in Johannesburg on Thursday, Shivambu confirmed he is considering launching a new political party and plans to consult traditional leaders, religious figures, and broader society. Shivambu said I was removed based on a fake message meant to suggest I was plotting against President Zuma. Even my deployment to parliament was reversed after that. A letter of expulsion was already prepared and placed in Zuma's briefcase, ready to be delivered whenever he felt it was time. Shivambu's image circulated online recently alongside controversial self-proclaimed Prophet Shepherd Bushiri, fueling speculation around his future political intentions. Political analyst Sakile Hadebe believes Shivambu's talk of forming a new party stems from frustration and the looming threat of expulsion from Umkhonto Sizwe Party. And since South Africa has no shortage of political parties, Shivambu's move appears more about securing a financial lifeline than genuine public service. He also noted a parallel between Shivambu and Zuma's tactics, pointing out that both men have claimed continued loyalty to the previous parties, Shivambu to Umkhonto Sizwe Party and Jacob Zuma to the African National Congress, while actively launching or joining breakaway movements. And said Shivambu is replicating Zuma's victim narrative, refusing to resign while preparing to be pushed. But he lacks the charisma to front a new party. At best, he's a decent strategist, not a public magnet. Any party he launches is unlikely to win seats, but could further fragment the black vote. Shivambu's political journey has been marked by controversy and reinvention. He rose to prominence as Juicy President of the ANC Youth League under Julius Malema, co-championing the call for economic freedom through land expropriation and nationalization. Their radical stance led to their expulsion from the ANC and the birth of the Economic Freedom Fighters in 2013. However, Shivambu's abrupt departure from the EFF last year and moved to Umkhonto weSizwe Party blindsided Malema. Zuma appointed him national organizer and later secretary general, a decision that reportedly angered grassroots of Umkhonto weSizwe Party members who felt sidelined in favor of newcomers. Hadebe concluded that Shivambu, despite his history, faces an uphill battle and said he might shape the strategy, but he won't be the face. A new party under his banner will likely struggle to make any meaningful electoral impact. As infighting escalates, the future of Umkhonto weSizwe Party and Shivambu's place in South Africa's crowded political landscape remains increasingly uncertain. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.